Are you sick of pocket carrying your everyday carry magazine? Let me show you a product that just might be for you. Extracarry sent me a couple of magazine pouches to try out. Now, as you can see here, I have two SIG P365, one for the 12 round, one for the 10 round, and then this universal one, which you can open these screws up and then either collapse this or expand it out to match your magazine. Now, the one thing that's nice about these is the clip. So you can slide this clip out, you slide it into your pants, and then slide this clip down, and it clips in. And this clip has a really nice design to it where, you know, it's not utilitarian where it's square, it's kind of got some curves to it. So that way it looks just like a pocket knife. Now these things are made out of carbon fiber reinforced nylon. You can see they got some flex to it. So that way when you sit down, they can kind of flex with your body a little bit to keep this from gouging into your side. Now these P365 ones, there's no retention to them, but when it's in your pocket, and I did some jumping up and down just to make sure, they stayed in my pocket no problem. I had no problems with retention at all. Now you can see here I have the 12 round P365 and here's a 10 round P365, and they just slide in, and you'll see that there's a difference in the height from the 12 round from the 10 round because of the height in the magazine. Let's get one without that finger rest on it so you can see better. There you go. So you can see all they did is they just cut the height back because of the difference in the magazine. Now, the nice thing about this is that it keeps your magazine upright. So that way, you don't have any problems with lint or debris from your pocket or stuff like that getting into your bullet and into your magazine and causing a failure. Now, I've been carrying my P365 XL for a few months because I'm trying out a new holster. Therefore, I've been carrying the longer 365 mag pouch. But one thing I did notice is that even though there's that length, even with the XL magazine in the 10 round carrier, it still fits in my pocket fine. It's just a little taller, and you don't have to reach down all the way down into like your knuckle to grab that magazine to draw it. Now let's take a look at this universal one here. So I'll take the same 365 magazine. You can see it goes in there and it's a little loose, but at that point I would just take these screws, loosen them up, and then collapse this down so that way I get some retention on this. The one thing that's nice about the universal carrier is, well, it's universal. Here's a Glock 17 mag. And let's see here. Here's a 40 caliber Glock mag, which we know is pretty much the same body on the frame between the 9mm and the 40. So that's not a big surprise. Let's see here. Here's a SIG mag. That's for a 229. And I get a little bit of retention. I'd still probably collapse that down a little bit. Beretta mag. So here's a Beretta mag for a 92. And again, I'd collapse that down. And then what's really nice is here's a Glock 43 mag, which is kind of single stack, not quite, but you can see I would just collapse this down to get that Glock mag to fit in. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's right there is the little tab for the retention device. So you can get a lot of retention out of this if you really want to. Now to show you, now it's really a 9mm mag, even though 40s do work. Here's a SIG 45. You can see that 45 is just not going to fit in there. Now on this universal carrier, you'll see here, there's these screws. You can loosen these screws up and you can adjust how deep you want this in your pocket. So that way, you can see in like this Beretta mag, it's gonna show at the top of your pocket. So you just loosen these screws up and then slide this up to go deeper down into your pocket. Now, with this universal carrier, it's kind of big and bulky. I can't lie to you on that, and you can see the difference here in size. And it does take a little bit of time to get used to having these in your pocket. They do kind of rub a little weird on you. It goes away, mine, about a half hour. I didn't really notice the mag carrier anymore. And then sitting down, sometimes you just need to move the mag carrier in your pocket a little bit so it doesn't bunch up and dig you in the side. Eventually, you'll just get to the position that that feels comfortable for you as you're sitting. Driving in the car, same thing. You just got to move it so that way it's out of your way. The seatbelt doesn't really bother you because your seatbelt's a little higher. So, unlike your side-mounted mag pouches and even your holster, the seatbelt doesn't really bother you as much. Now, there's other competing products out here that are a little thinner. They don't go quite as far out, but they also use magnets, which is really good because it keeps that a little thinner of a profile. But what if you don't have a magnetic mag? So, Glock mags, we do know that there's some steel in there, but even some of the older ones, there's not a lot of steel in there, and you might have problems. And there is a warning on their website about a certain manufacturer's mag that may not work. So magnetic may not help you out. Plus, what if you go to adjust? I'm not sure if that magnet is going to hold your magazine as you sit down. It'd have to be a pretty strong magnet, which I'm pretty sure they are. But again, that magnet is not going to keep the magazine from sinking down any farther in. So you may go to stand up, and if you do need to draw your magazine, it might be farther than you're expecting. So on the pluses of this product is, obviously that carbon fiber reinforced nylon. I love that you get some flex out of this thing, so that way it'll move with your body. I do like that it'll keep the debris out of the magazine. The larger one, it's larger. You're gonna have to probably make sure that you're wearing a little baggier of a pants to wear this larger one. Even with the smaller ones, it takes you a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's a lot better than putting your magazine in your pocket. Trust me, if you put it in your pocket, you have to reach all the way down. I've tried, it just didn't work for me. So therefore I just stopped carrying a spare magazine. And now that I've been working with these for a few weeks, I don't leave the home without one of these. Now that's the pluses. The minuses are, it takes you a little bit of time to get used to this. And it's not just with this product, it's with this concept of magazine carry. Like I said before, there's other manufacturers, so I'm sure you're gonna have the same problem with those. The other minus with this is these are $55. It's $55 regardless if it's a dedicated one or this, this universal one. So I think the price is a little high. My holster is going to be about $55, and then my magazine pouch is going to be $55. My holster's got a lot more material to it, so I would think that my magazine pouch would be less. Now, I do realize this is, carbon fiber reinforced nylon instead of Kydex, but I still would expect this price to be a little bit lower. The other problem I have, and it's not with this product, it's with this type of magazine carry, is that I use a Ridge wallet and it's in my front left pocket. Well, now my front left pocket is filled with my magazine pouch. So I had to move my wallet to my right front pocket. But when I'm carrying my firearm, since I'm right-handed, I have to pick up my shirt and get into my pocket, where I run the risk of exposing that I do have a firearm on me. It's not the end of the world, but it is something that I'm very thoughtful of. How would I rate this product? I'd give it a solid 4. I do like that they thought about flexing with your body. This gives this the most amount of comfort that they can give it. And with the clip here, giving it a little bit of a design, It looks a lot like a pocket knife instead of a very square utilitarian type of clip. I think they put a lot of thought into this. The price knocks it back a little bit, but I would give it a solid 4. I do think this is a worthwhile product to buy, and definitely go check them out at extracarry.com. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.